Here we go.
Well, I actually want to send this and make sure I send it to the right thing.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna start this one off right since last week we didn't get to it at all. I'm just gonna start us off.
Is it a dog? Is it a cat? Anything?
There it is, yeah.
Is it a dog? Is it a cat? Anything?
Yeah. Is it a dog? Is it a cat?
Anything?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
It's been so long since we've done the intro that we both forgot the intro.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't though. It's just been so long since we've filmed an episode.
Dude, my favorite part of the intro song, specifically, my favorite part of the intro song is that I wrote it probably a month or so before we ever did our first unreleased episode of the 5 or 6 that we did.
Yeah.
You know? So before we ever actually sat down, I'd already written it. Because I was like, this is what I'm doing.
We didn't implement it until way later
yeah,
on.
Yeah. Yeah, after we...
So it was just sitting there in the background somewhere being like, I'm ready.
Yeah, well, I had it, but then I also, I originally said I don't want to play it every time. But I do think now I'm like, whenever I look at how, our release schedule and everything, I'm like, yeah, we do kind of need to play it every time because it's been a whole week.
Yeah, since...
or even, every session at least, because a session can be a month to 2 months.
Yeah.
Or longer. Because the one with when we were talking about episode 9, that is 3 or 4 months long.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, I see what you're saying now. I thought you were meaning since we record. I'm like, no, because that was only a month
No,
ago.
I mean releasing, because of the release window. That it's by the time we get back to playing the intro again.
Yeah.
Where for us it's dude, we just did that yesterday. For the viewer, it's that was 3 hours ago, or because if they're watching binge, or if it's they're watching on release, it's that was 2 months ago that you played the intro. What are you talking about? You do it too much.
You're right though.
That's what.
So they won't hear it again until after all of those are done.
Yeah.
Speaking of though, not speaking of at all by any means whatsoever.
Please change the subject.
I actually wanted to talk about. Well, I guess it's not a good time to do it because we don't have to set up, and I want to actually go through it. But the Apex eventually.
No, we're gonna save that for when we're back in the studio, so we can keep that series going. Because we haven't even released the first episode yet.
No, we haven't, and that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm hoping when we do release the first episode, we can at least have. I was gonna say 12 episodes, but that'd be all of them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you want to make it a really good, well-crafted little project, then yeah, we should actually record. Until we've talked about everything we were wanting to talk about.
Yeah, and then go and edit them.
Yeah, go in and edit it, and then add in photos, graphs, things like that, to spice up what we're talking about.
Well, then let's discuss
as a nice presentation.
The new game that we were talking about in the car earlier.
A new game?
Yes, well, not new, because, I guess it's still new because we don't know if it's actually coming out, but the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Oh, can I say something first?
Yes. Well,
okay, so I have this new philosophy recently when it comes to movies.
Movies specifically?
Yeah, movies.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess video games too, and CDs and just media.
Okay.
Well, basically anything, right? Anything.
So life. This is a life.
Anything that happens. But I'm gonna use movies specifically.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call it, let's use. Well, yeah, let's just use media, entertainment. So movies, music, video games, that sort of thing. So Schrodinger's media, Schrodinger's entertainment. Instead of Schrodinger's cat, Schrodinger's entertainment.
Okay.
So that's the philosophy I've lived by now. And I finally quantified it. I finally quantified it because you know how I don't really watch movies or TV.
Yeah.
Or really do much of anything.
I have no life.
all I do is ingest the news. And
damn.
Yeah,
That's
well,
all.
I love it.
It's just depressing to just only ingest the news. The news is always depressing as hell. There's rarely happy information.
Well, from ingesting the news, I learned that we've discovered the fifth state of matter,
Yeah, which that is cool.
Right?
That is cool.
Yeah.
But you can also just go and look up science stuff.
And I was looking into some like DARPA tech they've been checking,
You can
testing
just
out.
look up tech stuff.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I do. That's news.
That's not news. That's just articles that you're reading.
News stands for notable events, weather, and sports.
Yeah, that's the actual news.
So
They
it's
do
news.
notable
A
events.
notable event.
Notable. They don't actually talk about notable events though. But anyways, let's go see
The news that I'm looking at is pretty notable events, like the fifth state of matter being discovered, and the DARPA experimentations and stuff with the Air Force technology we're developing.
Yeah.
The rocket ship that we lost, the Falcon and the Dragon. That was like that kind of stuff. Like there's a lot of cool stuff. The fact that just the other day it was caught on footage a coyote chasing a roadrunner. Was actually caught on footage. And if I wasn't paying attention to the news, I wouldn't have noticed that it happened.
Oh my god.
It was really funny. The roadrunner just destroyed, the roadrunner was just, and the coyote was like, nah,
like the actual like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, it was
Like,
great.
all right, I gotta come up with new schemes to catch you.
Yeah.
But okay, so your moral
My philosophy.
philosophy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear it.
So my philosophy of Schrodinger's entertainment is, if a thing is coming out, whether it interests me or not, there's no reason for me to watch it, because then it is simultaneously neither good nor bad. So it could be both. It could be either. So, like when a movie is, like I see a trailer for a movie and I'm like, that looks awesome. I'm not gonna watch, like Battle Angel Alita. You know what I'm talking about? Battle Angel Alita, the anime movie,
Yeah.
where it's like it's animated anime.
For some reason,
movie.
I think you said that backwards. I think that's why I'm confused.
Alita
But anyway,
Battle Angel.
something like that. I don't know. But
Yeah,
I
but
know what you're
like
talking
that
about.
trailer, I was like, I'm hyped to watch that. Never watched it, and I'm glad I haven't, because now I don't know if it's good or not. Like, because it could be terrible,
That
and if it's
sounds-
terrible, what's the point in watching it?
No, 'cause that's the-
But if
that's-
it's great, then awesome. Hey, I got the experience
like
of
the-
seeing the trailer.
That's like the philosophy of Mr. Nobody. All right, because the thing is, like, you have multiple choices in life. It really comes down to three: you can, you don't, or you choose to stay in the middle and like never know.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
So like, I get the entire thrill of the anticipation of like, how great is that thing going to be great? You know, like,
But
oh
the
man,
no
I am hyped.
payoff
I am
at
so
all.
hyped. Yeah, because I can't get disappointed if there's no payoff.
who cares about it if you don't get disappointed? That's like living in fear of never of like the
No,
world
it's not.
killing
It's
you.
not in fear. I'm just. I've watched so many bad movies that I thought were going to be good that it's like I'm not afraid of watching another bad movie. I'm just like, it'd be better if I just have this imagine.
watch
I'll
the
just
bad
imagine how good it could be, and if I watch it, it could be way worse. So I'd rather just imagine that
It's like,
it's good.
so it's the whole thing.
So I
it's
can
like,
just pretend that
I'd
everything's
rather have
great.
my imagination tell me what the movie's about or whatever they do than actually seeing it and being disappointed by how shy it is or how good it is.
Yeah, I mean, it could be great. But that's the beauty of it, right? Is that
No.
I'm living in this paradox.
You're
of,
living in
like,
a little bubble of protection from just
No,
the
I
media
wouldn't call it
itself.
protection. I didn't call it protection. I would just say that it's a good way to live, because then you never have to get disappointed by movies,
I want to get disappointed.
and you can just think
so
that
then
they're all great.
So therefore I can talk about it and be like,
Like,
this
I've never
was
seen The
disappointing.
Mandalorian, so I don't know if it's good or not. But I hear great things about it.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what's up, man. I'm glad that it's really good. I'm not going to watch it, because if I watch it and then I don't think it's good, then
Then you
I
have
wasted
an-
my time watching
Then
it.
you have an opinion. It's not a waste of time if you get to have your opinion and actually get to talk about stuff, especially with friends, because we do it all the time. So, is it a waste to not be relevant?
That's my philosophy. It wasn't an intentional philosophy. I just recently discovered a
Realized?
way to explain it. Because it's really just that I'm bored by all of it. I'm just like, I'm bored by movies. I'm passive. I'm bored by passive things. Being a passive observer is just not.
But how is
enjoyable.
that not being a passive observer?
What?
Literally that philosophy.
Oh, because I just don't engage. I go do something else that's engaging. I don't go do the passive things. Like sitting and watching a movie, I'd rather have a conversation or play a game with friends, right? Something where it's an active and engaging, like where I'm affecting it, versus just watching something like a potato. Although watching potatoes can be enjoyable. Like for the last week, I've been watching the grass grow. Well, it hasn't been a week. It's been like 3 days. For 3 days, I've been watching the grass grow just to see how quick it grows.
That's like watching paint dry. That sounds awful.
Well, I mean, if you're doing it for science.
I texted her, come to the back.
Yeah. Hold on.
Or I guess you could let her up front.
Well, I was just
Come to the back fence where the truck's at. Come to the back fence where the truck's at. Austin's waving at you. Boy. Alright. Why would you watch grass grow though?
What? Oh, because I'm just wondering how quick it grows. So that I know when I need to mow again. Like, so I know what the standard
Can't you just
rate...
be a passive observer on that?
What?
Like, you know, after like 3 days, you're like, oh man, the grass is big. So every 3 days, I need to cut the grass.
Good, I'm not the
Well, I
only
don't...
one drinking.
Hey,
Oh.
welcome to the show.
We're always drinking.
I am.
Oh my god. Wait, you're driving.
No. No.
I guess you're not, but
no,
sit down.
Don't say that crap. That's not true. How?
Half the time, as soon as I get off work, I stop by beer, I pop it open, and then I drive to Chattanooga while I down it as fast as I can, so I have a buzz before I get there, so I can drink more beer.
That's a
Alright.
great idea.
So at this point, we should turn it slightly so we have like.
I don't think she wants to be on it.
She's gonna tell
We all look like crap.
I just got off.
Uh,
My legs need
Isn't
cut
one
off.
of our traditions is that we have an off-screen guest?
me. Do we?
Yeah, usually.
On accident?
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it's ever intentional that we have.
Yeah, it
off-screen
is. Some
guests.
of our unnamed guests, like the technician, the fire engineer, you know, the professional, the
Our
lead
tech guy?
Hold on, he's the lead
Technician.
the lead
I don't know what he's going for, honestly.
wind generating.
I'm sure the few people that listen to your cast know exactly what you're talking about.
Probably
I don't know
not,
what
though.
they do.
Honestly, he's never been. He's
Huh?
only ever.
I've never been on the show?
Not you.
I'm the host.
Where's your beer?
Right over here. What a weird question. If you'd like a chair, there's one right behind you.
I can't even feel my legs if you promise me to try and get up.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Oh,
so I was just
I'm
explaining
2 days in, but I feel like, you know,
At,
I'm never gonna
at
skip
the
leg
Zon?
day again.
Yes,
Zon.
you out there at that Zon
Yeah.
doing that Zon, amazing.
I love it.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
But leg day is now every day. Okay.
Why would you give me that? I thought that was pathetic.
It was terrible. That's why I'm giving it to you. That was such a terrible pun. I don't even know if it's a pun. Terrible wordplay.
Yeah, I didn't say it's more wordplay. That's what's up. I was just explaining to James that I now have a philosophy when it comes to entertainment of Schrodinger's entertainment, right? Like Schrodinger's cat.
Okay.
Of if I get really hyped for something, like, so I see like a trailer for a movie and I'm like, oh dude, that looks awesome, I can't wait to see it. I just never watch it
Yeah, me too.
because
I do that all the time.
then if it's good or bad, I don't know, but I got to experience all of that like excitement of like, this could be really cool.
I don't not see it. I'm just like, this is gonna be great, and then it.
Okay, see,
I
that I
forgot about
understand.
Okay, that's
that I
completely
understand
different,
because,
yeah.
like, I do that where I'm like, man, I want to watch this movie.
Like
And then
Joker,
just
right?
never-
I was like,
3
dude,
months
Joker.
later, when it finally comes out, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and
that
then-
happened.
and then I just-
and everyone else has seen it, and now I'm like, pretty sure if I go see it, everybody's already told me about it. I was super psyched about the trailer.
and then you never saw it, so now everyone told you what the movie's about, and you're like, ah, yeah,
It's not
that's
gonna
cool.
You know, that's very different. That's very different.
Joker was good though.
Yeah, see, I've heard. I'm stoked to watch it one day.
One day.
One day. That one actually, I rarely ever go to movies, and I get super stoked to go, and like, I'm like, I am making this big plan to do it, and then I
Going
just
out of your
never
way.
get around to it. But I actually did on that one, and it was
That's what's up.
totally worth it.
Yeah, see, I've been told
I
it was
enjoyed
worth
the
it,
movie.
and then I should see it. You've seen it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, everybody I know has seen
I've
it.
enjoyed
Wow.
that
He did literally the best job.
Really?
He did.
Does it,
Joaquin Phoenix.
so does it rival or does it rival or
Or
does it
eclipse.
eclipse? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thank you. Rival or eclipse? Whatever that guy's name is, the
Ledger?
dead guy. Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Honestly,
I think they're on different areas.
yeah, they're
Okay.
they're totally different because like you're seeing Joker, like you're not seeing the whole like mental health backstory. I mean, they're totally different solar systems, to be completely honest with you. Like, they're
Okay.
both really good.
Yeah.
I think it'd
But
be like
if I'm
comparing.
gonna pick one, I would honestly pick the new one.
Okay.
I would.
Oh,
the
wait,
the,
we're
the
not-
I'd have to see
mental
it before I
health
can have an
take that
opinion.
they take on that,
But
the history
We are
they
not
go
on the same page because the way I look at it would be like trying
Yeah.
to compare Jack Nicholson's Joker to
I like
Heath
Jack
Ledger's
I'm
Joker.
not
That is what I was
saying
going
one
to
is
do.
better
I
than
was
the
literally
other.
about to do that.
I just couldn't
I'm
because
not
they're
saying
their
that
own
one is
caliber.
better than
Exactly,
the other.
that's what I was gonna say.
I just like how in depth they went in that specific movie with the mental health and like all the problems, and like it got batshit crazy, and like
It was-
amazing.
I love it actually. It's
To this
really
day, my favorite Joker interpretation of Joker was the Batman Beyond movie.
good. Oh, it wasn't Jared Leto?
Oh, no, Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, don't.
Yeah, no.
So-
It's but hey,
It's
it could be
it's
great.
Not as good as it.
Well, it could be
was.
great. I mean, I've never seen it, right? Schrodinger's Entertainment.
That
Whoa,
one-
what if it's an amazing movie?
That one was a terrible movie.
If I don't open the
And
box.
it was beautiful.
You'll never know.
I think it
You
was
just always be excited
beautifully
about
terrible.
eventually maybe seeing it on accident.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
accident.
Yeah, on
No,
accident.
he's gonna
That's
walk
what
into
I
a
did
room.
with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I literally walked in and someone had it on TV and I sat down halfway through and I was like, this is still kind of shit. And I was so
Yeah, but the thing is, he would sit down and be like, "What are you watching?" And then be like, "Blah blah blah." He'd be like, "Ah," and then get up and leave.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
I guess so.
So he wouldn't accidentally watch anything.
I've actually several times, like, I've still to this day, right hand up, right, like Scouts Honor or whatever, never listened to any Justin Bieber songs. Scouts Honor, is it that? Never listened to any Justin Bieber songs. The way that I've been able to do that is because if they come on, I either mute them, or if someone else plays them, I just leave.
Dude, that's like that. What's that stupid horse song?
Ludacris is in one.
I don't know.
Old Town Road, I think is what it's called.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah, no. Anytime anyone's
I've
ever
heard
played-
parodies of it.
Anytime anyone's ever started
I've never
to play
heard
that
the
song,
original.
If I go into full dick mode, I just change whatever the song is.
Which is fine in my car. I don't know
It's
how
like-
anybody else feels about that, but like in
Oh,
my car,
generally they just look at me-
whoever's passengers usually DJ. So
Yeah,
like,
passengers DJ.
Yeah, that's the job of the passenger, right?
That's
Not always. I know some people that you get in their car and they're like, this isn't my car.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, those people, I love changing their radio. It's fantastic. They get angry as all get out, so you're just like,
Hey, don't you ever
I
touch
don't
a
want
white
to be
man's
stuck
radio.
walking, okay?
You know what? I don't think I have.
That's, that was Rush Hour.
No, I've touched nukes.
That was a Rush Hour quote.
Yeah,
I don't ever want to be stuck walking on a radio against the will.
all the time. Don't
Yeah.
care.
I know you don't care.
But like, I don't know. I don't understand your. What did you say?
Philosophy.
Yeah. I don't understand that philosophy at all, by any means.
No, you
because
don't have to.
I
It's
want
his thing, it's
I want to
fine.
watch
Yeah, I just
terrible
wanted to say
movies
it.
sometimes.
Well, yeah, sometimes. Like, I just recently watched, what was it called? Raptor Priest? Priest Raptor?
Oh God, the one that Maddie was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on a previous episode that she brought
This
it
is
up.
a movie that exists
And
in the world.
it was a great watch for being it was only like an hour. And
Does
it
he
was
actually turn into a raptor?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, he's a priest, and he gets cursed and turns into a dinosaur. He turns into a velociraptor, and then fights crime.
Yeah, like, that was
What
my
a great
thought
premise,
process.
right?
Like,
I feel like I need to see it just
It was
because
great,
it sounds
yeah.
made up as hell.
right?
It was
I
so
was like, that
good.
can't be a real movie. That's how stupid as all get out. It's like the
It
premise,
probably
the
is so
whole
stupid
idea.
that you're just laughing the whole time.
Isn't
Yeah,
that like?
yeah, that's kind of the point.
Isn't that like?
It's-
What's that?
Asylum.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Asylum Films, where they made Sharknado,
Oh, those are so
Snakes on a
terrible.
Train,
Snakes on a Train. I loved. I
uh,
loved
I
that.
can't stand
Transmorphers.
the Sharknado, okay?
Those are terrible.
they made Transmorphers. Whenever the first Transformers came out, they made Transmorphers. It's just their rip-off, like, terrible B-movie version of.
Where are we throwing cigarettes? Because I can't see in that direction.
There's a fire pit.
The sun is right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
in a
I'm
great
waiting
spot.
on my glasses, okay?
You finally got glasses?
You have some on your head.
No,
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 not
her, like
sunglasses.
these glasses.
Oh. I just meant that would deal with the sun, right?
eyeglasses. No.
Oh.
She just buys ones because they're cute, not because they work.
Oh, so this is an accessory.
Yeah.
They somewhat work. My visors down.
How do you feel about women that wear tiaras?
They're gay.
Wait, people wear
Okay.
tiaras? There's like a
Oh,
small basis?
oh, yeah.
I mean, my daughter does, but she's
She's a kid.
acceptable.
Almost,
Yeah,
so
that
that's
is acceptable. Yes.
But if you're a grown-ass woman and you're putting on a tiara,
Yeah.
So there's actually grown people that
Yes.
walk around with you.
Yes, that's the reason I asked.
I'm sure there are. To be completely honest, there are girls out there and women out there that are like, I'm a princess. My Christ tricky as
No,
such."
queen.
And really?
Yeah,
Wait,
Whatever.
it's upgraded.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's like.
Everyone's
I need-
either
I
a
need
queen
the
or a
king
king.
or a queen.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah, they're not princesses anymore. They're queens now.
That's stupid shit too.
It's because they're older, right? Like
I
they were
guess
like,
so.
I'm no longer a princess. I've reached queen status and age.
Yeah.
So are they calling themselves old?
Through age, I have now ascended to queen. That's not how royalty works.
Where was the coronation?
That's not how royalty works at all.
That's
Sorry.
totally how royalty works. The older you get, the more like advanced you are. So like when you're a princeling, you're a princeling, all right? That means you're a child.
Princeling.
And then you become a prince.
So what's a
Princeling.
princess? Princessling?
I don't know what
Yeah.
you'd call her.
Princesses.
I'm
Princely.
not even gonna begin to like try and figure out how you would call a baby
princely is a way
princess.
to describe someone, first of all.
I know, but you can still call them princeling if they're small. Like imagine
Like a youngling, a princeling. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, imagine running into
Duckling.
like an actual king who's like a dwarf. Calling them
Kingling.
Oh, king.
Because he's a king, but he's a dwarf. Oh, you're a kingling.
Like that'd be terrible.
That's how you get beheaded. Yeah.
I would laugh all the way to this freaking stop.
Isn't it crazy that England hasn't had a king in like 40 years or more?
However long she's been alive and took over, yeah, I don't know.
She's really old.
She is. Is she ever gonna die? Like, not that I
no.
want her
Said I
to.
don't think
No.
she's ever going to.
Yeah.
You know that they're direct descendants of Dracula, like the real Dracula. You know what I'm talking about? The Slayer,
Yeah.
the Impale, Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
They're descendants of him.
Like that's
So no, I'm pretty sure they're gonna live forever because I'm pretty sure they're vampires.
Vlad the Impaler was an actual vampire.
To be fair though, like
who
he does
knows?
a pretty damn good job. So if she ever does happen to pass,
Yeah.
like I feel like they'd be okay over there.
If she passed,
It would be a sad day, that's for sure.
I don't.
It would be really
I don't want
sad.
William
She'd
to
be
become
forever.
king.
Yeah.
I don't want William to become king. all
Well,
right?
it's better than his brother.
No,
Andrew?
he is not.
Wait, isn't Andrew
I'd rather
in line
Charles
first?
be king. Okay.
Charles
Like,
is the youngest, isn't
Yeah, I'd rather him be king.
he? Yeah, isn't Andrew the first in line?
I think one of them revoked their rights. So no,
That was
yeah,
William.
No, they're literally
No,
they're
William revoked his rights because he moved to America.
no,
Because
that's
remember,
Charles.
that's Charles.
Charles
Wait,
revoked
so
his
you're
rights.
saying you would rather the dude who married American chick
Yes.
and then moved to America
And also,
should be king?
most of England actually agrees with that too. They
right.
prefer
I
him.
literally
He's a
don't.
better person.
I don't. Okay.
Why?
He's not putting his country first. Okay,
No.
so if I lived in
But
England,
he is putting his wife first.
No, he's not. He's actually trying to get the.
She was the one that wanted to leave.
Yes, he's trying to get the exile revoked so that they can go home to England. And she basically told him, "You can go on your own. Me and my son are staying here."
Oh crap! I didn't know that.
Yeah, like there's this whole huge debate thing going on
Yeah.
between them because
I
like
mean-
he wants to go home and she's like,
So he's not putting her first. He's
He is
putting
putting
his
his
country,
country
first.
first.
All right, so he should be
No, it
king.
sounds like he's
it's
putting
not that
himself
he's putting
first.
his country first. He misses his family.
It sounds like he's putting
Yeah.
himself
He's
first.
literally exiled and thousands of miles across the sea away
But
from
all
the
whose
place he
fault
grew
is
up
that?
with.
But all I'm saying is
His
Europe
wife.
still loves him. Europe still loves him.
There's
and
nothing wrong with that.
he should be their king, in my opinion. Like, watching him, I'm like, I would rather him be king. Because screw the other two. Honestly, screw the other two.
I don't know much about William, but yeah, Andrew. No.
Okay, but listen to
No,
this.
no,
So,
no.
as it so happens, in England, apparently the female monarch is the one who holds power. I don't want Meghan Markle holding power in England, okay?
That's only because that's the queen right now. But, like, literally, she wouldn't have
Kate
any,
will be the one that takes over.
she wouldn't have any power whatsoever because she's not an actual royal. She's
Right.
not. She's not a true royal. She's just
Yeah.
married into the family. That's the way it normally works. Which
Yeah,
is,
the actual bloodline will take the throne.
and since they
Not the one
only
married
time
in.
the only time they take over
Their
with
kid
it not being
could.
bloodline is if they exactly without being bloodline would be he died, whoever's king died, and then whoever he married becomes queen at that point.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that's
and
what
then because he impregnated her, the next child can become the leader as well.
But isn't
because
she
it's
just like
following
queen
his-
mother though? She's not actually queen.
Yeah, she
I
would be
guess so.
queen mother.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. any
If
of
they
that.
if they had a kid, that is.
I
But
don't
right
know
now
exactly.
she would just be queen. But like no, screw all that. Charles should just go back and become king.
my favorite fact about...
Think about the woman behind every man. Regardless of the man sitting in that throne, it's the woman
Yeah,
who's
the woman's
still
in
going to be
charge.
on
I mean,
control.
yeah, you're right.
And I'm sorry, I can't stand Meghan Markle, okay?
The woman has a lot of sway, you're right. But, I mean, also a good queen knows her people. I mean, a good king too, but a good queen is definitely renowned for the fact that, like, it's the same thing with our president and then the first lady. The president focuses on running, like, the business aspect, the offices, blah, 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 but then the first lady is the one that's like, here's what I'm implementing into the school, here's what I'm doing for the community, here's blah, 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 like, here's the, and then pushes the president to sign those bills.
Right, and I don't see that happening with Meghan Markle. I really honestly don't.
I see her just trying to be an actor.
She literally grew up there. Those are her people, and she goes out of her way to go and above and beyond for them. I don't think that...
But is she?
I would like to know more.
Is she actually in line,
I
though?
guess you guys can have this debate, because I really don't know much.
Well, I was asking, is she actually in line for that, though? That's the real question.
Yeah, she's got more...
She's got the people's votes, but that doesn't matter in a monarchy.
No. Because she married the oldest brother.
Oh, fuck him. Maybe he should never become king. Ever.
But again, it's not going to be him. It's going to be her controlling everything. That's literally how half of that shit works.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't see him actually, because no one likes him.
People do like him.
No, really?
They do.
No. Like, if you take a general consensus, most of the European countries would still, again, rather have Charles than anyone else in the family. Besides, of course, the cool.
And that's because he went out of his way to do the womanly thing and be around the people and, like, help the people.
Yeah, he cared about his people. That's why he has a freaking vote for them.
And it would literally be so ass backwards if him and Meghan were the ones in the castle, because she'd be doing all the back office shit because she wants absolutely nothing to do with it.
And who cares? All he has to do is they literally...
She'd destroy it from the inside
The
out.
monarchy has no real control of England as a whole anyways. Like, they're just more
That's what
figureheads.
Parliament's for, yeah.
They're just more figureheads, so she wouldn't
They
be
do
able
have
to
some
fuck up
sway,
shit.
but Parliament has majority control.
And then on top of that, she wouldn't have any actual power, because the real power comes to the fact that that he specifically could just get rid of Parliament. But they're not going to, because...
No, because it works.
Well, no, that and they would
For them.
freaking have a revolt. They would
yeah.
have
They'd have a
freaking
revolt.
insane
Parliament
revolt.
doesn't work. It
It
gets
works
the
for
job
them.
done.
Yes.
It works for them. It would never work here. The shit that we do here doesn't
We
work
have
for us
Congress.
here.
It's the same thing, essentially.
It doesn't work.
Does Congress not work? Nah, I agree with her. Congress
Congress
doesn't
doesn't
work.
Fuck the government. Sorry, guys.
Hey, who's demonetized? We're not even monetized.
We're never going to be monetized.
But like, no, I mean, I guess, why are we talking about Europe though?
I don't think actually.
Like, we don't even live there.
Oh, because we started talking about tiaras. Tiaras, and somehow we took that conversation.
I mean, I guess it's the same as like, news stations from other countries talking about us being like, this is what they should do with their country. It's like, go fuck yourself. You don't live here.
Pierce
But also,
Pierce
you're
Morgan
probably
here.
not wrong.
I mean,
Rudy,
they may not be wrong, but like, that guy, whoever he's Pierce, is wrong.
Pierce Morgan here. Rudy, Pierce Morgan here. Pierce here. Rudy.
Look, seriously, we watched the video of him talking to some guy named Rudy, and like, that's how he introduced himself. He was like, Pierce. He's like, Rudy.
Pierce Morgan here. Rudy.
Why the guy was in the middle of a conversation trying to give like a valid reason.
He was trying to give
why
an answer to a question, and then Pierce is just like, Rudy.
I just want to say
Rudy.
hi. And on top of that, you're a claptrap.
yeah. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Because he's like, can you hear me, Rudy? Can you hear me? Yes, I hear you interrupting me.
Yeah, that's the guy's
It's like,
response.
I'm just trying to say, hey, it's Pierce Morgan here. It's been a long time. Okay, hey, what do you want to say? You're an absolute claptrap.
That was a news station. It was like, you were supposed to be a professional, okay? Like, us being like, you're a claptrap or whatever, that's totally different. But
Yeah,
like,
completely.
news, you're the...
That's amazing.
Rudy, I just want you to know you're a freaking claptrap. That's why I've been trying to interrupt you for the last 10 minutes.
Like, seriously, it was dumb. Oh, I loved every bit of that.
Yeah, dude.
He's
Pierce
shooting
Morgan.
for a radio show, guys.
Pierce Morgan here.
Oh my god.
Pierce Morgan. Rudy.
Nah, Pierce Morgan doesn't even
Pierce
know.
Morgan
He's
here.
been on freaking air for how long now?
Dude, he's
like,
been on
since we were-
everything.
Since we were children, he's been on.
Yeah,
Like, he
he's
just doesn't even give a fuck.
but he's been between England and America. He's been on CNN, whatever it's Sky News or whatever they're there, and then he was on something else before that, and like he's bounced around. He can never keep his job because of scandals. But that's a whole nother.
Seriously, yeah.
That's his own fault.
That's his fault.
It
Yeah,
is his own fault. He's a freaking psychopath.
Clearly.
I guess
the
maybe
thing
he's a sociopath is what he is.
Yeah, I don't think he's a psychopath. He's probably a sociopath. But the thing I wanted to say is that my favorite fun fact about the Queen Elizabeth, right?
Okay.
Is if you've seen photos of her, right? Like where she's always wearing really bright colored like dresses and hats.
Oh yeah, she's supposed to.
And no, it's her choice. Because when asked like why do you dress that way, she was like, well, you know, I want to stand out. I want to make sure because I don't think people would recognize me if I didn't.
They're actually supposed to.
I don't know if that's true.
That's why Kate only wears duller colors compared to the Queen's. When Elizabeth passes, then Kate's wardrobe will be updated to be the brighter colors. Because the Queen
I know nothing about the fashion of
if she's in the crowd, if she
hero.
is out, you know, doing whatever, she is supposed to be known as she is the monarch. Everybody is supposed to see her. So they dress her as brightly as possible. Then
But she looks good in it.
she really does. It suits her very well.
She really works it well. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But
For
that's
being
why you don't
freaking
see
old.
Kate in anything really bright.
Gotcha.
Because
She's
she
not allowed.
can't
outshine.
exactly. She cannot outshine the Queen
Yeah.
until the Queen passes, and then she takes over that.
Kind of like why you don't wear a freaking elaborate wedding dress to a wedding. you don't wear like a pure white
But it's
super
hilarious
great
because
you're not supposed to upstage.
yeah, you're not supposed to take the bride's moment. However, it used to be the reason why they had bridesmaids was so that all of the bridesmaids were dressed exactly like the bride.
Yep.
So that the evil spirits would not get the bride.
Oh no. That might be one thing, but what I heard was in case someone was attempting to assassinate at the wedding, trying to assassinate so that there couldn't be a
I think there's a couple of different
back in the
theories
day,
behind
weddings
it,
were to merge kingdoms, right? It's like we're making a treaty together, we're marrying into each other.
but they didn't wear white at their weddings.
I don't think. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think they did.
Because
But yeah, they would all dress the same, and you necessarily wouldn't have the bride standing where the groom would be. She would just be in the lineup, because if someone came to kill her, they wouldn't know who it was. Yeah, they're all dressed the same. So there's like 10 women here. Which one is
as far
it?
as I know, in America, when they started that tradition, it was like warding off evil spirits from the bride.
Yeah. Well, that's
'Cause she's a
why
virgin.
the ring is on this.
Because she's supposed to be a virgin.
Yes.
Any of them are.
So,
Yeah,
like,
supposed to be a
demons
virgin.
and evil
And-
spirits, like, I
Guy
don't know what the
or
whole
girl
ordeal was behind it, but apparently because she's a virgin, they didn't want her taken away on her wedding night so they could take the bridesmaids. They're all
Which is
hoes.
interesting because there's the religion. Not the religion. It's a somewhere in Europe. There's a part of the culture. I think it may be Germanic. But anyways, where no, it's Russian.
I hope you're going to what I was trying to bring up next.
Husband, like where all his, I guess, men would come and fuck the fucking queen.
Oh no, that's not where.
That sounds horrendous.
Dude, I think it's Russia. Like it was
I would say
old
that's
school.
a fucking Viking thing, or
Like,
whatever.
No, it was older, way older than what we
pillage
have.
the bride. Sorry.
It's way older than what we have for them. So like, it would either been Russia or freaking somewhere in Germanic area, where they would literally be like, okay, yeah, so all my guys are gonna F you first, and then I'll come through.
Okay, see that's crazy. I've never heard that one.
Sounds insane.
The one I was going to bring up is the other thing I've heard that the reason was is that the groom picks the groomsmen, and the